Research shows that the first 30 minutes of your day sets the entire emotional tone for the rest of the day. That is why routines, morning routines, night routines are so important. And you will always see the most effective and calm nervous system people have those routines set in place. If you're new here, welcome in. If you have been here before, welcome back to Self Love Lexi. I am so excited about this topic today because I have been addicted to routines my whole life. I love switching them up, making them better, iterating them, doing everything I can to excel in my life. That being said, I have had thousands of morning routines and I have pretty much kicked a bunch of them to the curb. So I am coming with you with amazing habits to start your morning. Now I have two things and a bonus. So I have long form morning routine as well as a short form morning routine because not every day is perfect. Some days I have to wake up earlier than others and I have to be quick and efficient in the morning. So I still like setting my tone for the day because when I don't do these activities, actions, habits in the morning, I will literally feel it for the rest of the day. The amount of times where I have been in a rush and the rest of my day just doesn't feel right and I ask myself why? Like, why don't I feel good right now? It will usually come back to the fact that my morning was rushed. When you rush yourself in the morning, that's when you're waking up. And this video isn't specifically about the subconscious mind, but the subconscious mind is alive right before bed and right when you wake up. That is the prime time to literally program your brain for what you would like. And I'm pretty sure your brain is in theta, but let me double check actually, because I want to come correct with this. Let's check together. What brain state is your brain in right in the morning? It's also called like the state of hypnosis because you can literally hypnotize. So it's alpha. The brain state is alpha right before you go to bed, which is so interesting to me. That is so cool. Anyways, okay. I have some notes because I just love making notes. I want to make sure that everything is perfect. Okay. This is my long form routine. The first thing I do is I wake up with gratitude. Literally, not even kidding. My eyes won't even be open, or I will sit up in bed and I will say, "Thank you, Lord, for waking me up." And every single time without fail, it brings a smile to my face. And I try to sit in that moment. I will crisscross applesauce. I will just be so thankful and grateful for everything I have in my life, whether it be my family, my parents, the fact that I get to wake up in a warm, cozy bed, the water on the left side of my bed. I just really feel grateful for everything that I have. And then after I feel super grateful and I literally feel the energy running through my body, I will start to feel grateful about my future. And I'll visualize it. I'll visualize the tiniest things, like how it feels to wake up in the morning and what I'm looking out on my window and walking outside with like a matcha in my hand and feeling the sun and saying hi to people. I will literally visualize it to a T. And I'm already in the state of gratitude. So all it's doing is really magnifying this state of gratitude in my brain with using this visualization. And I think that's so cool to do this as well because you are literally putting yourself in that state, in the identity, in the vibration, frequency, behavior, emotions, thought patterns as the person who already has that achieved. That's such a cool thing about programming our subconscious mind because almost nothing in reality is true except for what our subconscious mind deems as truth. So if we okay, this is not gonna get into a manifestation video, y'all. Not this video. Another video for sure. So, first thing, I wake up with gratitude and I feel it for about 5 minutes. Second thing is I will go into my bathroom and I'll brush my teeth. I will say my affirmations with conviction. So it's not like I'm loved. I'll say I'm so loved and I will feel it. One thing about me, I have been meditating for years and I can command an emotion whenever I please. So when I really want to command abundance, I can feel that running through my body. I'm really good with my emotions. So yeah, heavily emotional conviction. Next one is I will jump up and down to get my blood pumping. This is also really good for your lymphatic drainage. So another thing that's good for lymphatic drainage right before bed is doing a little 1-2 of these down your neck as well. So it'd be like that and like that. Like that and that. And there's a bunch of like lymph nodes that we have here. I would look up lymphatic drainage. I'm not going to do a video on that, but it's really good to know as well. So let's just do a mini recap. Wake up with gratitude. Brush my teeth, say my affirmations with conviction and emotion. Jump up and down. Then I go to this desk and I whip out the 2 same books every single day. First one is my journal. Second one is my Bible. I have to show you this Bible. It's such a cute Bible. So it's Psalms 46:5. God is within her, she will not fall. I put on a timer for 10 minutes every single morning, and I will read it. I will obviously pray beforehand, ask God, show me what you want to show me with this message. And I have like this cute pen, and I will highlight the stuff on there. Then I will take out this fancy little journal that I have literally been writing in for so long. And I have my own questions. There's the 5-minute gratitude journal, which I used to use, which I think is very effective. For me personally, I needed to ask myself different questions to actually see the results. So I'm going to share you the questions that I ask myself literally every single day. So what I'll do is I'll draw a line in the middle. Oh, that pen was... I'll draw a line in the middle, and then I will write yesterday, improve, what can I improve, what am I proud of, then I'll write today, what am I grateful for, and I will write 3 things I'm grateful for, then I go, what if. To me, this is like, it opens my mind up for expansion and creativity. For example, someday I'll write, what if I find $20 on the ground. It's like allowing myself to just get like my creative juices flowing right in the morning, which I have really enjoyed doing. Next is, what will I do? So what am I going to do right after this? Sometimes it's read outside, sometimes it's going to the gym, sometimes it's getting ready, going to a cafe. I just really like to log my day here. Then I write intention. What is my intention for today? So, for example, literally today I wrote great peaceful morning, great day at work. I'm so in love with myself. I feel so confident. All these things. I will write down different intentions every single day. And I also have a word of the day, which I kind of missed. So every day I feel a little different. Someday my word of the day is rest. Someday it's hustle. Someday it's love. Someday it's peace. It's honestly like I really feel in my body, and I ask God, what word do you want to carry with me today? And something really cool actually happens. A lot of the times I will write a word, and then I will start seeing that word all throughout the day. So for example, if I write love, I will see love throughout the day at least like 3 times, and it's a constant reminder of my word. And so I can really feel that emotion, and I'll be like, yeah, I did write that. That's my intention for today. That's so cool. Just things like that. And it makes me really happy. Honestly, this is a good form of discipline as well as like a self-reflective tool. Because my favorite part is the improve and I'm proud of. So yesterday, what can I improve? Every single day I have to write one thing I can improve on. And at the same time, doing the opposite. What am I proud of? I feel like so many of us kind of, we achieve the goal and we move on to the next one right away without giving recognition for how far we've come. And that is kind of knocking your success out, because you're never going to feel good enough if you keep moving on to the next step and never acknowledge what you've done before. So yeah, after that, I go outside with my book. I want to show you guys the books I'm reading, actually. I am on this goal to not edit any of my videos because that is exhausting, so you're going to watch me get my book. Okay, I have 2. There's one I read in the morning. It's called The Body Keeps the Score. It's really great. This is the book I'll take outside with me in the morning. And before bed, I read Self-Love Experiment. As a self-love coach, well, as a mindset coach, but I am deeply, deeply in love with self-love. This is probably one of my favorite books right now. I have read a lot of books, but this is definitely the most unique. I can't really say that. It's a good book. So, yeah, what I'll do is I'll bring my book, I will go outside in my PJs and my bonnet on, and I'll just get the sun, and I'll bring my water out, and I will read at least 5 pages, but sometimes I'm like there for 7 minutes, sometimes I'm there for an hour. It honestly depends. I love having slow mornings just because it makes me really, really happy, and I feel more in tune with myself when I have a slow morning. So as a recap for my long morning routine, wake up with gratitude. So yeah, so waking up with gratitude, I love to sit in the emotion and truly feel it. Next one, brush my teeth and say my affirmations with heavy emotion or conviction. Third one, jump up and down to get my blood pumping. Fourth one, go to my desk, journal in my daily journal. Then read my Bible for 10 minutes. Lastly, I go outside, get the sun on my face, and I get my book and I read. That is my long form morning routine. This honestly sets me up in so many ways because 1, I'm feeling the emotion of gratitude and conviction. 2, I'm having the emotions while saying an affirmation. For me, that is super effective because I've done a lot of the healing work. I've posted countless videos of, look, affirmations are not going to help you if you have a deep-seated wound. All it's doing is putting a band-aid on top of a huge cut. It's not going to help. But because I've done the shadow work, the inner work, the healing, the hard stuff, I really truly feel what I'm saying. Affirmations are not going to work if you don't actually have the conviction behind it. Anyways, let's keep moving forward. So yeah, and I am super self-reflective. I get to read my Bible, get my word in, and go outside in the sun. It's just honestly a great morning routine. If I could do that every single morning, I absolutely would. But I'm a human with a life, and sometimes my life is a little bit fast-paced. Most of the time, my life is fast-paced, actually. But when I really started to heal my nervous system, I noticed that I had more slow mornings. Anyways, besides the point. This is my quick, okay, girl, we need to go morning routine. First thing, and you'll find the similarities. I feel like what I've done is just extracted the most effective and important points to myself and put that in a short morning routine. First thing, wake up and feel gratitude. Same thing. Every day I wake up, thank you, Lord, for waking me up. I'm so grateful to be alive today. I'm so grateful that you woke me up. I know you have a purpose for me, a mission for me, and I can't wait to do it. Amen. That is one thing I will do literally no matter what, okay? Next thing, and actually last thing, is write in my journal, as well as read my Bible for 10 minutes, okay? Even if I'm in a big rush, I will take out my time, one, for God and for me as well. So those are my short daily habits that make sure I am loving myself, that I have a calm nervous system and rested nervous system. If you've made it this far, drop a white heart, and I have a bonus for you. So the other day, I was walking, and I love my walk and talks. Essentially, what I do is I go on about 45-minute walks, and I bring my phone with me. The whole time, I am voice recording myself. I'm spilling any thoughts that I have, any questions that I have, and just kind of creating this beautiful series of walk and talks. And one thing I've noticed already so far is I'll have a question on walk and talk day 8, and on day 10 I have an answer and I've executed. So it's so cool to see the transformation live. Anyways, I was on one of my walk and talks and I asked myself, what are 3 habits that if I couldn't do any other habits, I would choose these 3 habits. If you don't know me, I'm very into self-development, and I have been for a long time. Remember when I was a little kid, like super young, I'd make homemade face masks, and I would do crunches in my bed and all these things. I have just been obsessed with self-development for so long. So this question really struck me, and I was thinking about all the things that I've done for self-development. Waking up at 5 a.m., cold plunges, skincare, journaling every day, locking in. I remember at one point at my university, I'm still a university student, but it was second year of university, and I wake up at 5 a.m. every single day. I would meditate right when I woke up. Then I would turn my phone off and set a timer for about 60 minutes, and I would lock in on my business or study something every single day for those 60 minutes. Right after, I would get ready and I would go to the gym. That was my routine for quite a long time. When I tell you I was obsessed with this self-development, I freaking mean it. So this question was really hard hitting, and I love what I came up with. It's 3 simple habits, and this is what I mean. I used to be so obsessive and almost intense minutes with my routines. But it boiled down to 3 things that I would stay consistent with no matter what, because these have really helped me in my mind, body, soul. Improved everything. I feel so clear, so confident, so productive, so aligned when I am staying in consistent routine with these 3 habits. So I'm not gonna make you wait anymore. Here are the 3 habits: meditate, gratitude, read. Okay, that is why my biggest thing when I wake up, I'm thankful to be alive. And I think it's also harder hitting because I had been in periods of my life where when I would wake up, I would dread the fact that I woke up. Literally dread the fact. So I think that it's like such a beautiful moment for me to experience every day where I get to be grateful to be alive. That is so cool. So yeah, first thing is gratitude. Even in my journal, gratitude journal, I'm grateful to be alive. I ask my family all the time, what are you grateful for? And we go around and say 3 things that we're grateful for. Being grateful and looking for things that you're grateful for literally rewires your brain to focus on things more that bring you more gratitude. It's great. Second thing, meditation. I have been meditating since I was around 12 years old, and it has impacted my life like nothing else. It is insane the things that meditation can do for you. And there's a lot of different types of meditation. I suggest looking into all the meditation that you can. In the beginning, when I was just starting meditating, I loved guided meditations just because I didn't feel like super comfortable or really understand how to meditate. Now what I do is I sit in pure silence for 5 minutes every day. You might think 5 minutes, that's nothing. Exactly. When we're developing these habits, we want to do less than what we think we can do every single day, because I promise you, you're going to have a day where you're like, I don't want to do this. And if it's 5 minutes of meditation, you're much more likely to push through than if it was 10 minutes of meditation. It's so much more easy to justify, oh, I'm just actually too tired and I can't do it, when it's a longer thing, when it takes longer, right? So my time used to be 30 minutes. Every single day I used to meditate for 30 minutes. And one day I was so busy I couldn't do it. And then it just kind of repeated where I just kept putting it off and not doing it. So now it's 5 minutes every day in pure silence. Alexis, how do you meditate? Great question. I'm literally going to break it down super quick in this video, but I promise there's so many ways to do it. Sit in silence, observe your thoughts. That's it. Observe your thoughts. Period. Last but not least, reading pages of a book every single day. I used to read 10 pages, which was very great and effective for me, but I found that recently I get really tired at night, and when I think about 10 pages, I'm like, no, I can't do it. So I have got it down to 5 pages of a book that I really love every single day. Now, one thing I love about this is the 5-5-5 thing. So that's how I remember the 3 goals that I'm doing every day. So I wake up and sit in gratitude for 5 minutes. Then I meditate in silence for 5 minutes. Then I read 5 pages of a book. That's it. That is a routine that not a routine, but habits that I will take with me till the day I die. It is so important that I stay consistent with these because I have seen the most growth with these 3 habits. Anyways, I hope you love this video as much as I love you. Drop your favorite habit that you've heard in this video below, as well as a white heart if you've made it this far. Love yourself as much as I love you. Mwah.